Cottage gardens are celebrated for their informal, lush, and romantic appearance, often filled with a variety of plants that create a whimsical and welcoming atmosphere. However, creating such a garden may seem particularly challenging when faced with shade rather than sun. Thankfully, there are numerous shade-tolerant species that thrive in various levels of shade, from full shade to dappled sunlight or shaded for just part of the day. Hi, this is Amy from Gardening Know-How, and I'll be sharing a list of the best cottage garden plants that add both color and charm to shaded areas. First up, we have foxgloves. Foxgloves are classic English cottage garden plants, and lucky for us, they thrive in partial shade, making them ideal for areas with dappled sunlight. These stately plants, hardy in USDA zones 4 to 9, produce tall stems covered in bold, bell-shaped blooms, ranging from soft pastels to vibrant hues. Flowering in early summer, foxgloves make a great centerpiece in garden beds or against walls and fences. Plus, they attract beneficial pollinators such as bees and hummingbirds to the garden. Cranesbill, also known as hardy geraniums, are the perfect choice for a shady cottage garden due to their charming, low-maintenance nature and prolific blooming habits. Hardy in USDA zones 4 to 9, these plants are best used at the front of the border or tucked in among other plants. Cranesbill produces delicate, whimsical flowers in a range of colors, mainly in shades of pink and blue. Most varieties bloom late spring into summer, with some free-flowering cultivars blooming all the way until mid-fall. Their finely cut foliage can also add a lush green backdrop that fills garden gaps with ease. Garden Phlox is another great choice for cottage gardens due to its vibrant, fragrant flowers blooming over a long period in the summer months. Plus, its tall, upright growth habit adds height and structure, helping to create that layered look that is essential to cottage garden design. The large clusters of flowers, which are also magnets for butterflies and hummingbirds, can be found in a wide range of colors including pink, red, white, and purple. It is almost surprising that a perennial so vibrant and colorful can tolerate partial shade. Lady's Mantle is a low-maintenance, old-fashioned cottage garden essential that actually prefers shade. Hardy in USDA zones 3 through 8, this low grower produces masses of finely textured, star-shaped chartreuse flowers in late spring to early summer atop its large scalloped leaves. Be sure to cut a few flowers to add to a fresh bouquet. Use this versatile perennial in the border as a ground cover or to fill in gaps with its lush, velvety leaves. Adding feathery plumes and lush foliage, Astilbe, also known as featherflower, tolerates a significant amount of shade. It even grows well under black walnut trees, an area of the garden that few plants can tolerate. The fern-like leaves provide texture and a rich green backdrop to the upright, feathery plumes, available in shades of pink, red, white, and purple, creating vertical interest and a touch of elegance to your cottage garden. Growing in zones 4 through 9, this perennial has a long bloom season, typically from late spring to early summer. Additionally, Astilbe are low maintenance and deer resistant, making them a practical choice for any shady garden. Columbine is next on our list. This perennial is a perfect choice for cottage gardens due to its delicate nodding flowers, unique foliage, and ability to thrive in partial shade. In fact, shade actually prolongs its flowering time. The charming flowers, which come in a variety of colors, appear in late spring to early summer, providing early season bloom for local pollinators. The fern-like lacy leaves combine to create an attractive ground cover, adding a soft texture to garden beds. Be sure to add this easy care, pollinator-friendly perennial to the front of the border. Providing daisy-like flowers and late season bloom, asters grow well in partial shade, adding color when many other plants have finished flowering for the season. Hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8, these perennials produce an abundance of small flowers in shades of purple, blue, pink, or white, some adorned with bright yellow centers from late summer into fall. The dense foliage and mounding habit create a lush, full appearance where it can effectively fill in gaps in the landscape. If you would like to add a touch of romance and nostalgia to your shady cottage garden, then bleeding hearts are the perfect choice. The heart-shaped flowers dangle delicately from arching stems from early spring to early summer atop fern-like foliage that adds additional texture to your space. These dainty-looking plants may appear fragile and challenging to grow, but they are quite the opposite. They thrive in partial to full shade, tolerate moist to dry soils, and are hardy in a wide range of USDA zones from 3 to 9. A plant that is underused and underrated in cottage garden design is Geum. Also known as Avens, this perennial is adaptable, tolerating partial shade, various soil types, and thriving in both hot summers and cold winters without complaint. The cheerful, colorful blooms in shades of orange, red, yellow, and peach add a burst of long-lasting color and charm to the garden throughout spring and summer. Whether tucked into borders, mixed with other perennials, or used as a ground cover, easygoing Geums will bring a delightful cottage garden vibe to your space. One of my favorite plants to add unique color to a cottage garden are coral bells. Coral bells, foam flowers, and foamy bells are all cousins with similar growth habits, primarily valued for their foliage color rather than their blooms. Although many types do provide airy bell-shaped flowers that add whimsy to the garden. With their colorful foliage ranging from deep purple to lime green and shades of orange and yellow, coral bells provide season-long color in shady settings. These low-maintenance and adaptable plants combine well with other shade-loving perennials in the garden. One final plant that can add structure, beautiful blooms, and nostalgic charm to cottage gardens is the hydrangea. Whether they are mopheads, oak leaf, panicle types, or even climbing hydrangeas, all varieties in this extensive plant group not only tolerate shade, but also complement the cottage garden aesthetic. Hydrangeas bloom in a wide range of colors, including blue, pink, white, and shades in between, adding a burst of color and texture to mixed plantings. Plus, their lush green foliage provides an ideal backdrop throughout the growing season. By incorporating any of these adaptable and beautiful perennials, you can create a stunning cottage garden that thrives even in the shadiest corners. Be sure to choose a variety of plants with different heights, textures, and bloom times to keep your garden looking lush and vibrant all season long. Let us know in the comments which plants you're excited to try in your own shady spot. Thanks for watching and happy gardening!